What is a BINSR? Hey guys, Colt here with Pierson Group at Realty Executives. If you like the content we are putting out, please let us know by liking and subscribing below. BINSR, or the Buyer's Inspection Notice to Seller's Response, is a document used in Arizona during a real estate transaction to inform the sellers that the buyer has completed their inspections and how they would like to proceed. The buyer has three options on the BINSR to pick from. Option 1 is to advise the sellers that they want to proceed with the purchase of the property with no repairs being requested. This is the option that every seller would like to see. Option 2 is to provide the sellers with a list of items the buyer disapproves of and like to get repaired or replaced. Option 3 is to inform the sellers that after the inspection, the buyer no longer wants to proceed with the purchase of the property and would like to cancel the contract and get back their earnest money. Once the BINSR has been delivered, the seller will have 5 days to decide on how they would like to proceed. If option 1 was submitted by the buyer, nothing is required by the seller and the transaction will continue forward as planned. If option 2 was submitted by the buyer, the seller will have 3 options. Seller option 1 is to complete all of the requests by the buyer. Seller option 2 is to complete some of the requests by the buyer. They will supply a list of the items they are willing to do, and the buyer will then have 5 days to decide if they are willing to accept the new list of requests or cancel the transaction and get back their earnest money. Seller option 3 is the seller advising the buyer they will be completing none of the requested items. The buyer will then have 5 days to decide if they'd like to continue with the transaction with nothing being completed or cancel the transaction and get their earnest money back. A couple things to note. A seller credit can be supplied in place of repairs, and this is a great option if the transaction is on a very short timeline. Ask for anything that is a concern for you as the buyer. However, you're more likely to get the seller to agree to the items that are of a health and safety in nature, i.e. HVAC, broken window, GFCI outlet, broken smoke detector, broken security door, etc. If you have any questions about the BINSR or real estate in general, please reach out. Our contact information will be below in the details, or you can scan the link up on the screen. Hope you have an amazing day and thanks for watching.